Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Last time I talked about how to fix your code and how to find errors in it and figure out what's wrong with the code. This time I'm going to do sort of the same thing. First of all, if you have been watching these videos and you're doing well with it and you're not having any problems, go ahead and skip this video and move on to the next one. Of course, as I'm recording this, there is no next one yet, but if you're watching this in the future, then there should be a video after this one. So I'm going to first through this video. I'll probably just write a kill brick script. Keep in mind that you should have watched the previous videos to sort of understand how this works. So first of all, when we're writing one, we're going to do function. Actually, I should also mention, this video is basically another syntax video. I'm going to be teaching you what will break a script and how to avoid doing that, how to avoid accidentally writing things that will cause the scripts to break. So we write function, and then we call the function whatever we want to name it. And in this case, what it does is it kills the player when they touch the brick. So we're just going to call it kill. And then after that, we need to put the parentheses. And inside those parentheses, we need to, even if we were to leave these empty for a different kind of function, we still need to have them. But so you will see some cases where these parentheses will be empty. That's because they are needed even though they don't have anything in them. But in this case, we do need to put something in them. We can call this anything we want, but in this case, the argument that we're putting inside these parentheses is going to be, we're going to call it part. You obviously remember all of this from previous episodes if you've watched them. And I've explained this many times, but I'm just going to go over again. Sorry for the redundancy, but I'm just making sure that my message is clear. Part is the part that touched the brick. And this doesn't really do anything right now, but later on it will make sense. So then we're going to go to a new line, and then from here on out, this is what our function is going to do. And now that we have part, we can, it's probably going to be like the leg, since the player normally steps onto the lava brick, or kill brick, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to say, because first of all, we need to get the humanoid so that the script can kill it by setting its health to 0. Now we can call this anything we want, but to be simple, we'll call this hum. Well, yeah, let's call this hum. Now we'll just do the whole word humanoid. And equals, so remember this is called a variable, and a variable, it holds a value. It can hold a number value, so it can be equal to 5. It can be equal to an object. That's what we're doing in this case. We're setting it to an object. It can be either true or false. Those are called bool values. So in this case, we're setting it to an object. And we need to find the humanoid inside the character, which is the part's parent, because the humanoid is held inside the character with the part that touched this brick. So we're going to say part.parent, because we're looking into the parent of the part, which is going to be the character model. It's a little bit hard to understand if you haven't taken a good look at in the workspace or anything at the character, like in Play Solo. So if you haven't watched those previous videos, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you won't know what I'm talking about. So part.parent is the character, and inside that character, we're going to do actually not dot, colon, find first child humanoid. So let me go over this. The parts parent is the character, and inside the character we want to find the humanoid. So there's a built-in method that Roblox has called find first child, and to use that we use a colon, and then we say find first child, and this F can be capitalized, I think, but it's more proper to you leave that first one lowercase. So find first child, and then we're going to have another set of parentheses so that it knows what we're looking for inside the character. And it uses a string value, which a string value is contained inside quotation marks. So it's looking for the name. It's not looking precisely for an object, but it's looking for an object with the name of humanoid. And unless you, for some reason, change the name of the humanoid previously in the code, this should always remain, the name of the humanoid inside the character that touched the brick should always be humanoid. Now, our next step is, so the reason we don't just do, the reason we don't just say part.parent, which is the character, the reason we don't do this .humanoid is because it might not exist. There are a few cases where the humanoid for some reason might not exist. Maybe the whole character was destroyed for some reason. So if the humanoid doesn't exist, then this will break the script and the brick will no longer kill anybody. So that's why we have to put this. So the next step is to make sure the humanoid is actually there. And so if humanoid, and we don't need to say like is there or anything. We just say if humanoid. It works. You'll understand how it works once you become more experienced. It's not something I can actually explain. That will just take up a little bit of time. So if humanoid, then it will set the humanoid's health to 0. So we just say humanoid dot health. Make sure to capitalize that H equals 0. Oops, 0. And you might not be able to see this because of the quality of the video. I'm sorry about that, but this is an equal sign. It's not a minus sign or anything. Just be sure about that. And then we need to have an end, like I explained in the previous video. Each block of code needs to have the opening line, and it has to have an end. Now, you'll be able to figure out what things require an end. It's pretty easy to figure out. Like a function requires an end, this if statement requires an end, and so this if statement we gave it an end just now, so we need to have one more end for that function, for the declaration of the function. So now we finally need to tell it to actually activate this function when the brick is touched. Just pretend that this script is inside a brick, so the script. And how does it know what a script is? I don't know, it just does. It's a keyword, so it knows what script means. So script.parent, and the script's parent is the block, the kill brick. So script.parent.touched, and then we're going to use a colon here, not a dot. And be sure to capitalize the touched and capitalize the parent. I'm not sure if the script should be lowercase or not, but it works with lowercase. Everybody uses lowercase. So yeah, keep that lowercase. And use a colon right here, not a dot. So script.parent.touch colon, because we're using a method, not anything else. And we're going to use the connect thing. And we're going to say kill. And then this script, this line, when it passes on, or when the script's parent is touched, it's going to activate the kill function, and it will pass on the part that touched it. And that's kind of an invisible thing that it does, but it does pass on the part. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully this helps with your problems if you have any. If you're having troubles making your script work. I'll see you all next time.